here. I actually named the stream after you. You're trading down. Prosperine! Oscar's trading down.
I did learn quite a bit doing it.
Well, that's good. Waiting on the streams to come up. Get rid of all this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the mods and see if we can find a replacement for the Stone Age.
For the Iron Age, yeah.
People are using the Iron Age. The only thing people are using it for is
the metabolizers.
Yeah,
and it's a lot for just, well, metabolizers. Oh, I totally just kicked off my music. Come on. It's okay, it's still saying I'm offline, it's still gathering stuff. It's probably because I'm still downloading things. Hey, there we go. Now we're live.
we need to reskin all of the tech gear, make it look more like Dinotopian.
Well, I've talked to Shadow, and so the game plan is we're going to take the tech stuff out, and we're going to just shred it. And then from that, after we kind of take all the pieces and stuff off of it, then we will go back and kind of redo stuff.
What if we can recolor, take out the blue and bring in a yellow so it looks more sunstone-ish?
Yeah, we can figure it out. But we're going to take like all the pieces out, and then we can do it. We can apply it to a lot of dinos, and then I'd like to take it and kind of add saddle straps and all that other stuff to it, and change it to like more of a metal and then like a leather texture, so that we can just do dino armor, kind of stack it that way. Just a thought. So.
Sounds like a plan.
Yo everyone, it is Atorius here with another Dinotopia map project update stream. So we got the grassland area that we were working on yesterday with the mountains and stuff like that. We've got that, I'd say, pretty much done. There's a little bit of coral work and stuff I need to do that I'm actually going to come back and do it a little bit later. I don't need to jump on it as quickly in this region. We've got a lot of stuff here. And more excitingly, we're getting ready to jump over to Prosperine. To the town that Oscar built for us. Oh, hey, look. Someone's messaging me. Good thing I still have that on there. I need to close. I need to set myself to red so I don't get notifications. So that's what we're looking at there. So for the server people, if you are watching, we're looking at a wipe. Hopefully still this weekend. If not this weekend, we're going to push it back a couple days. So it's not really on Mother's Day weekend anyways, was kind of my thinking on that. So we're going to take this apart real quick. And I've got the spawns somewhat set up. Granted, the spawn counters, so what has a priority, hasn't really been adjusted yet since the last time that we've used this. So the grassland stuff's going to be a little weird looking. It's not going to be as organized and set up as I want it to. That'll take some more testing to do. The game plan was just to get the spawns down, get the boxes down to make it look at least pretty decent. So let's get rid of our cover screen here. We're actually going to go into Spectator so we can check out this stuff. So there's Abylonia, and here we are in Gumley. You're going to see spawns and stuff dropping because they're coming out of stasis faster than anyone else normally approaching would do. So we still have to decide what kind of water spawn we're going to put here in this area. Now I do have fish and stuff in here, so the fish are accounted for. It's just whether or not we're actually going to put in that swamp water spawn, getting them inland. Well, actually, it'd be the inland water spawn. So it'd be the Spino and the Baryonyx and stuff like that would hang around this waterway. But all in all, I think the herding mechanic's looking really good. Not really liking the ambient sound that we have for the grasslands. So definitely, any of you people out there have any experience doing ambient sound stuff, I'd like to get with you guys and kind of mix it up, do something a little different. Just hearing locusts and stuff, cicadas or whatever they are in the background, just really doesn't seem grassland-esque to me. So we've added a lot of stuff here to the water. We've got trees down. We've got cattails, rocks, all that other good stuff. So shout out to my boy Shadow. He was more than happy to kind of help me do some statues here. So we have one of our statues right here. This is our Anklo statue that we have placed here. So it's kind of just a nice, interesting thing to have everywhere. Well, not really everywhere, I guess, in certain areas across the map. Really nice model.
Should put it on a pedestal or something, though.
Well, I thought about putting it on a pedestal, and I decided that I was just going to kind of keep it more natural and kind of just push it into the cliffside a little bit. I do need to do some detail work behind it, get that mud out of there, and do actual stonework behind it. And of course, you're going to see this as invisible right now. It's just because the water layer hasn't been moved over enough to cover it in blue. So we're going to go up here. We're actually going to look at these mountain area that we've kind of finished up. So we've got the mountain stuff in here. Got plenty of crystal up here. Obviously, great amount of fish in the waterway. Dinos are also looking okay. They do need some adjustments. Not seeing many Argents as I'd like. Don't want them to be super crazy either, but we do need a little bit more than what's there. So, but all in all, I think it's really turned out really well with what we were given to work with. You are going to see less dinos in this area, though, so that's one thing I am pushing. You'll be less dinos up here. It's going to be more of your mammal zone. May even possibly put a mammoth or two up here. Maybe. Haven't really completely decided on that one yet. But adding some more of the mammals, taking out the dinos and adding more mammals is kind of what I'd like to shoot for in this region. Some really nice, there's a saber. Also, as of right now, the mountain biome here is the only one with a yellow or gold drop currently on the map. We probably will not have red drops in the map yet, just due to the fact that we don't really have a hard enough area to put them red drops to kind of get you with the amount of effort that's required to go to those areas and get that stuff. So, like I said, we're just doing a quick flyby, kind of checking this area out, seeing what it looks like in all its wonderful glory. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers the area. Yeah. Am I missing anything, Oscar, that you can think of in this region?
Did you mention the Triceratops statue there?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was actually, that wasn't even a, that was not a, actually, that's one that Shadow did not do for me. That was one I kind of just fabbed together. It's actually got the whole Triceratops body in here. It's just all crystal. I just hid it back there. So it's just got more of a crystal look on its horns. I haven't really decided on whether or not I like the way that looks. I do like the crystal on it. I'm just not sure about the color, the striation and stuff like that. It doesn't look. It looks more lightning than crystal to me. But that is something that
cool if you go gold or a yellow or gold, so it looks like sun crystals.
We could do a yellow, kind of mix it up a little bit. So, oh, now that you mention that, it's a good thought. So crystals for the mountain biome are that nice blue color, the same blue color that we use in the redwoods. However, if we go over here to the savannah, I know, fast teleport, all your slow computers catching up. Let's set the time of day to nighttime. Let's see if we can find a crystal over here somewhere. There they are. So we went back to the green crystals here in the grasslands, kind of make them a little bit more difficult to find. Granted, I put this one in the middle of the mud, so that one shouldn't be too difficult to find. I am working on this tiger grass here, actually being able to set it up that it will be harvestable via a sickle tool. The only thing is you're not going to get anything from it. So the people that have messaged me before previously in the past have been like, hey, you know, with the tiger grass, I really hate the fact that it comes up through my foundations and stuff like that. So that's a way for you to get rid of it, but I'm not going to give you anything for it. I'm not going to give you any resources from that. If you want to clear it, that's completely on you. And I think that's pretty much everything in this area. So we're going to back out, back into the editor, and we're going to load up, which I think I already have it loaded up. I do not, actually. So we're going to load up Oscar's Prosperine level he worked on for us. So before I go over there and show you, I do know the fact I need to pull a water over. Because
Spoilers alert.
Yeah, total spoilers. Like, don't look. Don't look. You can't handle the truth kind of moment. Did I pull the right thing? I need this file right here. Give me that one. Copy paste. I think I pulled the right thing. We'll know in a minute. I did not. Oh, I pulled a level bounce. Not what I needed. I need one of these. So, a little bit of backstory on this. So, we had originally done Prosperine the way that we had it, was the way that I did it. I wasn't really happy with it. Oscar approached me. I was like, hey, can I, like, mess with this? Would you mind? I was like, totally, go for it. So he's went through and did a lot of work. Now, he did it on his landscape file. I did it on mine. I was having issues trying to get it to work right because of the way that the dev kit just recently changed things. So the landscape isn't necessarily as good as what he had it. So, and it's still a heavy work in progress. So we're just going to kind of do an overview kind of area here. So actually, Oscar, I'm going to let you kind of tour this out. Let me turn my speed down here. Granted, like none of the bridges or anything's in there yet, so but I'll let you kind of talk about it. Let me flip things around here. Granted, it's going to be a little bit slower on the talking because of he's on the delay with everyone else, but we'll go ahead and start with that bay area. Anything you want to say about the bay?
You'll see that if you're familiar with the original Prosperine, the bay is actually expanded quite a bit. If you notice the dock area, that's about the size of the bay it was before. That whole dock area over there. There is a way to get up to one of the lighthouses. They're not interactable or anything, but they're just pretty and look cool. The bay is deep enough you don't have to worry about grounding out any boats or anything. And I used a Moza to size most of the waterways, so they're large enough to get just about anything you need in that area. The bay itself is just a open area, park boats and critters in. Need to taper down the landing area right there when you go into the market area.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna tier it. So do like right along the edge, like I do my beaches normally. Tier it down so that it can walk straight up on there. I've also thought about leaving it the way it is, putting a rock here, kind of clipping it off almost, and forcing people to park the boat, and then you got to walk in and walk across the bridge to do it, to come in. Either way, I haven't really decided yet on how I want to come across that. So we also have the canal system. So Oscar, you can go ahead and take it away with the canal system here.
There's a canal system that runs the full length of Prosperine. Again, I use the Moza for sizing. These areas are probably just over the size of a um, behemoth gate from side to side. So you should have no problem getting a boat into and maneuvering. They do surround the different areas where it's placed for player building areas. And they also surround the middle park area. So you can navigate most of Prosperine via canal system. All these areas you see that have the double archways are set up for player building areas. They'll all be connected with bridges, so you can get your land dinos in and out. You'll see in the middle there is kind of a park slash
It's
community
a
area.
it's a mess right now. Is what that is. That's a complete and utter. I haven't got to that yet. Mess.
But there is 8 of these building areas. They were meant not for a main base, more for an outpost and a presence for your tribe inside of Prospering. So they do have water pinned areas for parking of dinos. Um, the water pins and the doorways in those are perfect size to place a dino gate or a behemoth gate into. So you can just place your behemoth gate, voila, you claim it. The same for the little water pin area. They were sized for a behemoth gate to be placed as well. So you can have water bill. You'll have to build your own little way up and down from the water area.
Yeah,
So that's
definitely. Maybe like an elevator. Maybe.
yeah, elevator, or I'm pretty sure y'all are smart enough you could figure it out.
Ramping gods that they are. So we're gonna go over here to this group of houses here by the bay. I think these are just static houses, correct?
Those were the homes that were originally in Prospering. I threw together a little community over to the side here if you wanted to not really do much anything inside of Prospering, or maybe you just wanted to, you know, have a little house on the beach. Set it up near the dock areas, so kind of look natural. There's a little fisherman's village. But all of the houses that are now around and in Prosperine should be repaired and resized together, so no more missing ceilings. Um, you might need to go through and make sure all the staircases are still in there, though.
Some of them
So,
were in there, some weren't yet, and I haven't fully went into them yet and checked them. But a lot of them look like they're pretty good.
yeah, I repositioned everything in '86. A lot of the really PC houses. I also did this so it's a way to, okay, if we need to sacrifice something, there you go. There's
Right.
a easy sacrifice right there.
Right. So then you have this like I think this is your water dino cell area or
Yeah,
auction
this is the
area.
water market. This is where you park your water dinos to sell or whatnot. I only put one of these in because I figured there wasn't going to be a ton of aquatic animals being sold. We can always copy this and make another one if need be.
Yeah, it's completely modular, so I can totally pick it
Mhm.
up and move it as necessary. So
I
uh,
like the color you did with the wood texture instead of the, or I just looked at them and
no, I
they
did.
looked
I
white
did.
to me. I
Yeah,
just
it was that old kind of wooden texture, and I didn't like that. So I was like, oh, we're gonna go with like more of like a pressure treated wood kind of feel. So we have the auction house. Now this area isn't done yet. I've got to do some stuff here, but the gist of the building is here. So go ahead, Oscar.
says it catches up on my end. All right, there we go. This is basic auction area. People can set up their auctions. I wanted to just have an area for you to be able to do the auctions and whatnot. Should be large enough to get just about anything they wanted to sell through the doors. Enough area for people to stand and check out the dyno. There is going to be an auction
Podium.
podium platform, whatever, in the back there. and was debating on putting benches and stuff inside, but we haven't got to that point yet if we're going to do that or not. Other than that, that's y'all's auction house.
And then we've got this small pin area, it looks like. I think this is your small dino cell stalls, I think. Right there.
Yeah. This is the small animal market. Stalls are set up. I'm not sure if I sized those for doors or not for between the areas, but at this point, if somebody's going to buy your dinos, you don't really have to worry about them walking off with them. So basically 6 booths or cells for you guys to place your dinos to sell. Throw you a little sign or whatever there to identify what dinos are what. A lot of this is left for your own device, so you can use it as well. I gave you the area, decorate it, get it all set up. There you go. Small animal market.
Okay, and then beside it is the
Large animal market. I got 8 of these booths that are I used, if I remember correctly, stegos, and I think I placed it was 4 or 5 stegos would fit in these very comfortably with room to get around. So you should be able to place just about anything besides a really, really massive dino in there. The areas or the doorways are large enough for a behemoth gate, I think, or a dino gate. I don't remember which, but you should be able to even get a Rex in and out of those with not much of issues. Again, there's no embellishments. That's for y'all to figure out. Put in some signs or whatever. Use all those things that people don't ever use in the game. But there you go.
Okay, and then this was our kind of hatchery project that we had talked about, our egg laying area. There's another one of them baskets. I'll fix that.
Is it grouped to the
Yeah,
fountain?
it's grouped to the fountain. I don't know if you're trying to use it as like a pedestal.
No, I think it might have just been something that was around in that area that just happened to find its way into the deal.
It's all
'Cause I
good.
had moved the fountain over to try to get all of the water effects, and I bet it's in the one it was on a table or something on the other side. My stream hasn't caught up to your that area yet. Actually, my stream's stuck at the moment.
I was going to say I'm like sitting here. Like I'm watching the stream. I think we're here.
Okay, I'm inside. All right, this is going to be the hatchery. Each one of these areas, there's 8 of them on the side there. They're big enough to pretty much do whatever you need to do with. You notice that there's a stego there for sizing area. You should have no issues. I think we're going to put nests in there, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So we're going to have nests in each one of those areas, and you should be able to drop your eggs in there and do your hatching. I'm not sure if we're going to allow those claimed or not per tribe.
We'll probably just leave them open. So with that, we're going to put. I'm going to test. This will be a testing part of it. I'll be putting a volume down, a biome, and this biome should make sure that all of your eggs hatch, no matter whether it's I need a cold egg or I need a hot egg. Everything should be able to hatch here. There should be no real issues with anything hatching, as well as I'm going to try to increase the probability of getting them to where that we can do at least twins. So you get instead of making the effort, I guess, to bring them up here and do it up here, more beneficial would be so that you can get the possibility of getting a at least twins, if not triplets. So we'll have a biome set up for that. That'll be just in this building. So the biome is literally that building. that is it. So that'll be definitely a very cool area. And I think we've covered everything except main, Prosperine, the old stuff itself. So now,
I also left the pillar there, or the little podium on the outside there for a different statue. That's why there isn't anything on it.
oh, okay. Put a giant egg there.
Yeah, that'll work. Put one of those big dragon eggs. They're all pretty and sparkly.
Right? Yeah, see, you'll see here in a second how much the...
Oh, by the way, I have these... that's a flying rhino. It's part of the... I don't know. The towers are going to be placed with lights that are simulates for the sun crystal towers.
Right.
If you're familiar with the lore. Wow, it did lose all of those.
Yeah, it ate it all. But we can rebuild them with different materials, I'm sure. We've got a lot of stuff from this wood stuff. That
if you could focus in on one of these little houses that are surrounding the fountain area here.
Okay.
All right, these are your market houses. They're going to be set up so you can set up your own market inside of them. I'm not sure if we lost the
counters. Yeah, we lost everything.
The counters.
Yeah.
Okay. But these are same size, same height, and everything. But they should be large enough for you to place in the player market stuff. And we did have a little area out front, but again, they were left to
transition snook stuff.
Yeah. Well, they were left pretty well empty and ready to go. These are for your markets. You can embellish them the way you feel like it and sell what you like. I didn't want to go in and try to personalize them or anything, so there you go. Your marketplaces. There is a few other buildings surrounding the area, but these were ones that were here, like the blacksmith shop. I think there's a alchemist shop somewhere, horseshoer, that little building, the library, and
the end.
In the end, there you go. There's plenty of shops for people to utilize. There's, if I remember correctly, there's like 12 or 13 shops.
Yeah.
And then you have your little baker to the side, and then there's little dino areas. By the way, I grouped that entire building together. So if you needed to use it somewhere else.
Yeah, see, they're
replace
great.
the counters. But,
yeah.
Yeah, it's
tent areas. Yeah, I think that's
supposed to be the baker, I think. I need to redo a sign for it. So a lot of it is community type based. There's a few spots in the walls that need to be adjusted.
Right. Yeah, not bad though. So Thanatosis was talking about just doing air conditionings. Yeah, you could. I mean, in all honesty, yeah, you could really do that. You could set a bunch of air conditioners to public and stuff. I'm trying to avoid that, so you don't need anything up here. So honestly, what will be here is there'll be a biome level, just like when you go to the mountains, you get cold, or when you go to the jungle, you get hot, or whatever. There'll be a biome that'll set right there, and its parameters are around that building, and it's just set that it doesn't matter what the eggs need. They should hatch and kind of help not have, well, I guess not need as much power and all that other stuff. So that's pretty much it that we have right now to show you guys. I've actually got to do some work in this area anyway, so that's what the stream's going to be about today, is really just kind of finishing up working on this area. Dropping the stuff down that needs to be dropped down, replacing counters and all that other stuff with stuff like crates and whatever I have to use to make things fit. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I got everything. So So, all right, that's what our stream's going to be about. If there's anything, I'm assuming Thanatosis. I'm assuming that's Bast, probably Bast, Bastat. So, okay. Well, we're going to get back to working on this stuff. Yippee!
Actually, can't wait to see it with all of the towers lit up.
Yeah,
Really awesome.
I think I'm going to kind of help with that whole directionality that we had talked about. I'm going to kind of go with different colored crystals. So, like, the ones towards the mountains will be, like, you know, the north direction will be, you know, the blue crystals. You know, where the east and west will be green and red or something like that. Gold one to the south or something. Come on, landscape tool. You take forever. Or my kit's going to crash. Either one.
Might want to run a link to the walls when you get a chance and make sure we don't have any gaps.
There's a few areas I've seen stuff, but it's not horrible. It's a quick fix. Oh my god. So slow today. So, thanks to my boy, Shadow. I don't know if Shadow's watching. I can actually check and see if Shadow's watching now. Everyone's caught up. He is not watching. He told me to send him the link and I forgot. But yeah, he's been sending, he's doing like 3 or 4 dinos for me. So a lot of these angel statues that you're seeing around the town and stuff are actually going to be replaced. Yeah, these ones will be replaced with actual dino statues. Whether it's an anklo or, oops. That's what happens when I mess with stuff. I gotta like ungroup things though, I think. Yeah. What's nice about it is I can ungroup it, turn it into a folder, so that way even if I ungroup it I can fix it. So for example, we're going to switch this one out with a anklo statue that we used earlier. It might be a little too big.
No, that looks good.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta minimize my thing here.
Okay,
So.
maybe that one's a little bit.
So
It'd be cool if we can get the armor to put on their heads and stuff so they look like guards.
That would not be as difficult as what it seems. So let's kind of go between here. We'll do 5 because it came in as a 3. We'll do 5 here. Let's change the. Please tell me I have this browser too pulled up where I need it to be. Of course. Maybe. A little laggy today. Got a lot of. Oh, it is actually pulled up in the right spot. Oh, hey. Thanks. Go back where you belong. Oh, that's what happens when I click the same thing twice. Let's actually go with a different material here. Let's see. Nope. Take some playing with. Figure out what we're going to use.
So, does it have the same color variation areas that
the actual dinos themselves have? Yeah. Well, no, you don't have all 5, so you only get the 2.
Should try a crystal texture for the
well,
head and back spikes.
So the crystal does the head, the legs, and the back spikes. That's why I didn't use the crystal. But we can try it. I'm all for trying something at least once. See what it does.
Try it once, see if it feels good.
That's metallic. Oy. There we go. No, it does not. It looks really... It's because it's not fully loaded in yet. Let me try... I've got all these nice rock textures I haven't even used yet. Oh, that one doesn't look bad at all. Oh, that looks awesome, actually.
No, it doesn't look bad at all.
Let's go with a different one for the shell. Let's go with like a red. Yeah, that's a little bit too much, I think. We'll knock it back a little bit. Go with this one. Bast, you're welcome to come in and chat. It's really okay. I like that stone texture, though, on the body. Oh, it went really well. Let's go a little bit lighter. Maybe go with like a light gray.
Kind of looks like it's been carved out of a piece of granite that had like 2 separate types of granite in it, which is cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that or not. It's all about getting this right. I don't know. What do you think? You like the mossy one or the... Let's change the... Let's try a little bit lighter on the bottom. And maybe darker on top. I don't know, I'm kind of... What do you think of that? When it catches up.
What I see so far, I don't really care for. Maybe that, with the light on the bottom and the darker on the top, but before the colors are too far flashed.
Let's try this one. Let's go a little bit darker on the top here.
Trying to figure out how long the delay is.
It's only a couple seconds. I think for you it's like 10 seconds. Let's try... it's a little too close, maybe. I think I'm getting ready. Yep, I'm just about putting it on. I think that's a little too close. Okay, so we're gonna keep that light color. Let's go, let me pull up the other content browser here. Let's see. Go back to the shared asset folder. Environments. Yeah, I never thought about maybe trying... I don't know how well this will work. There's one with obsidian on its back. This one's processing.
You know, the obsidian with that crystal on the other would have been amazing too.
Oh, on the trike?
No, I was talking about the obsidian shell with that crystal that you tried for the horns or the head and the feet.
Well, it looked really, really weird.
Be cool for a tech area, I think.
Yeah, let's see. River rocks, materials. I don't think that looks too awfully hateful. It's brown and black.
Yeah, River Rock hadn't loaded up for me yet. Okay, now you just placed it on there.
Yeah.
So I got a bit of a longer delay than I thought. It's not bad, but I think you could probably do better.
In which direction?
The head and the horns. Obsidian looks really good. Looks almost like a black marble.
Let's try this then. You want to go shiny? Let's go shiny. Oh my god, no. That's so much no. Try to metal rock. That was... No. I think all the metal rocks are the same way too. Let's try this one. No, they're all the same. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. I wonder, let's see, big rocks, materials. It does that weird thing on the side. It's green.
Wow, it shows how much I played. Just realized that they shrunk the vault.
They did what?
The actual vault.
Yeah, they shrunk it down.
No, they shrunk it down and didn't even realize.
That's
I'm
got
in my private game sitting on the beach in Prosperine.
That's got the pine on there from the redwoods.
You should try that on the shell as well. It'll make it look like it's been weathered from like the ground or the top down.
That's what it looks like with both of them.
Yeah, just gotta let it catch up. The only problem is the statue looks older than the surrounding areas now.
Nah. I mean, I could always... I mean, I have the same material they used. It's just not going to look as great on there, I don't think. Material, let's see, what else do I have here? I have all of these rocks.
Not a bad color scheme if you're going to throw it in a ruins, though.
Right. Oh, that's wood. That doesn't look good.
Do you have one of those that have the green on it?
Yeah, I have green.
That same aspect of green on it would really look good.
Light green or dark green?
Or...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying now. Come on, you're slow. I think my whole system just went, oh, I can't do that.
By the way, you can weigh down a queen bee so she can't move, and then put her on aggressive, and she will send her little
Minions
out
everywhere.
everywhere. She'll just sit there and machine gun them at shit. It's pretty interesting.
That's hilarious. Oh, I forgot about these. I have these. I have plaster. Oh, that's brick. Oh, that's another form of brick. Why are they not plastered? I guess it's plaster with brick on there. That's a no. Yeah, see, that's the crystal. Oh, let's try. Where is that actually at? So, let's see, primal earth. 5 more minutes, then I'm gonna move on to something else.
Maybe the cave rock texture.
I'm looking. That's what I'm going through now. It's the Cape Rock stuff.
Well, the bright side is once you figure out the color scheme on this one, then you can just use that same color scheme with the rest of the statues.
There's a lava. Lava rock. That doesn't look too.
The crystal, the blue crystal, the entire shell on the back.
Right.
That would be a gnarly dino to have.
I'll
Probably
talk.
how they did some of the other ones from some of the other mods.
Yeah, I'll talk to
I like
Ice.
the lava.
Yeah.
Looks like the rock had a lot of metal in it, or something in that aspect, or it's carved from the obsidian.
I've got this lava too. It's on fire. Oh, wow. And it moves. That's not trippy or anything.
Yeah, I actually like the lava rock with the lava rock.
The lava with the lava. So with the lighter with the darker.
Yeah, the one you put on before you put the actual movable lava on.
I went back to it. Give it a second to catch up. So like that.
Yeah, that looks good. It's not overstated, and it kind of goes with the other colors around. I didn't have a little more brown in it, but that looks good.
I think I can find a rock that has a little bit more brown. Maybe. Go with like one of these. It's a little darker. I think that does a little bit more detail work. It seems like it's shaped out of rock. What's your thought on this one?
The one you just placed on the head. And
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Looks like it's almost been carved by the same kind of rock that's
Around.
the walls and stuff are made out of it.
Right. How would the movable lava look on the shell? Trippy. So that's just an example of something that's just
It
sort of,
looked like a Pokemon.
yeah. If you want that, go talk to Mystic. So yeah, I think that fits pretty well. So, all right, enough of those. I'll have to do important things, such and things and stuff, and landscaping. I could like spend hours upon hours upon hours in that town working on stuff.
It'd be nice to get a whole collection of those dino statues.
Well,
There's supposed to be
that's
a
what
crescent,
Shadow's supposed to work
beach
on.
right there. It goes from the rock to rock. If you're still in that area.
From rock to rock. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. To the left side of the rock, I'm taking it, right?
Yeah, but the base is supposed to be a little farther up. So you would have almost a path coming from the lighthouse
Okay.
all the way around.
So
No.
am I going the wrong
two
way?
big rock- Yeah, you're going to
These two rocks. Got it.
Yeah, that one rock that's out there by itself is supposed to just be in the water.
Okay. That's what I thought, and I was like, it's kind of like that. A little bit more. Granted, it's going to be a lot lower. And
Yeah, it's about roughly. As long as there's a beach area right through there. There was a spawn point there, but you're gonna have to redo the spawns anyway.
yeah, I got to redo all the spawns in this area, so it don't matter.
Figured it'd have been a nice place if you didn't want to dock and you needed to put your boat in a safe spot for temporary to harvest wood or whatever from the acacia trees. It'd have been a nice spot just to park and work from. I mean, you wouldn't get the safe area from inside the city, but
Right.
at least the lead six just wouldn't trash your boat while you were working.
Yeah, I just have to make sure I put. So I have to put. I'm going to put a fish spawn on the inside, but I have to make sure that the ocean spawn is on the outside of that square, so that Elite Sixes doesn't spawn inside. That would be bad. Like
That'd be
here,
funny.
here, allow me to wreck everything inside your base.
There's a little building that's beside the opening there.
Right,
Is
is
that's
it like,
where
a toll booth
the
thing?
bridges. Yeah, that's what I was going to use them for. Little guard shack.
Okay. I figured that's what it was there for. That's why I hadn't moved it. I was just kind of leaving it there for the moment until I got to the point where I could actually.
You keep going through here, and I'm not seeing the bridges, so I'm like, oh my god, I missed a piece of freaking wall.
Nope, just a bridge. And like that's the thing too, is like I have to get rid of I got rid of all of these rocks to kind of open up this area. So I gotta go back through and do that. Yeah, see how the walls are just so thin? It's just super easy to bleed through.
Yeah, I should have went thicker with them, but
Oh well.
God, they're when you put a human beside them, they're fucking gargantuous.
Oh yeah.
And for those that are watching, you could probably park a T-Rex on the other side of that gate and not be able to see over it. Can't wait to see it from ground level, though.
Yeah, I mean I could run in there ground level, but
Yeah, I'd rather see it finish ground level.
Pride Rock! Woot woot!
Hey, Prod Rock's still there.
That was why I kept seeing your progress pictures, and I was like, Pride Rock's not gonna make it. Like, it's gonna get nuked. And I mean, it's close, but it's nice. I think it's a good fit. I just have to kind of decide on what I'm doing spawn-wise on the inside of here. Thought about maybe a Damien's Atoll in the...
Was that the herbivore?
That's Herbivore Island, yes. Obviously, there will only be maybe 5 to 10. Putting one in Prosperine, one in one market, one in the other market ends, and leaving it at that. So that there's, I'm not putting them in the middle, because if I put them in here, they're literally just gonna fall into the water and die.
Too bad there wasn't a bit more passive little dinos. Like,
I mean, I can do passive little dinos like the monkeys and stuff like that. The only thing with them is they too are going to end up in the they'll end up in the water. There's just not jerboas and stuff like that. They're going to end up in the water because all those areas are open. So there's not a gate system, and for me to implement one would take forever. I like this wall right here. This is my Minas Tirith wall, or my Helm's Deep wall. I need to look at it and see if it's on sale. Get a wall pack that we can replace all of these with that has a walkable wall on top of it. I feel like Oscar would shoot me at that point.
Oh no, I'd go back in and redo all the walls for that.
I think I'm going to take the flying flags from the Gorilla Arena and put them in.
Might be able to pull that texture out and see if we can redo it.
Well, I mean, I keep forgetting too, Dirt. So I figured out how to fix these canopy issues. So we could actually use these canopies as cell stalls, and the flags we can actually put on each one. But it's really nope, not that. Because if you guys see, let's see, where's the one with the not light? Yeah. So when the light's not touching it, it kind of goes, hey, like this is not. Ungroup, folder it. So I gotta find the material here. Oops, wrong one. That's the one I want. And these ones, if I can find the material for it, there's supposed to be like a specular that I need to adjust.
If you actually give me the basic file, I bet I can probably throw together a Panatopia flag for it.
I may just have to take the master material and make the change. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, so there. Now it's individually, so it should light itself. I should be able to take this one way far away here, and it still be lit. So yeah, just a simple fix. But they do flap in the wind, which is nice. So we can actually put those in a couple of the areas. And then if you want to use these as cell stalls, we can.
Cool looking. Wouldn't be a bad way to identify the cell stalls with mark. That way, if we do any signs or whatever later on.
Okay, I have to go through here and do some rock deletion. That can stay. These gotta go. These are wrong. I think that's the only.
Interesting. You could put beehives on platform saddles.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Can't put them on foundations, but you can put them on platform saddles.
Huh.
I was looking at it, and we could probably reskin those signs that we got everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The skins would actually be super simple because they're just an overlay. So like it's um, the wood texture is there, and it's just a clear texture that's put over that for the actual mark of the sign.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So we should actually be able to go through and redo all that.
Okay. All right. So I think I've got pretty much everything, at least around these walls, sloped down as I need to start painting stuff. So that way I can figure out what I'm doing from there.
That's right. You haven't repainted anything yet.
Mm-mm.
I'm sitting here looking. I was like, how could I have missed that much of it? What are you using for the underwater stuff?
I generally just probably use just beach sand.
I think I use like beach sand too, or something like that.
Yeah, I use the first one because it's got the wave pattern on it. You're not supposed to be there.
It'd be bad to have a bit darker water.
Yeah. The only thing, it's the way the water's set up, it's dynamic. So if I were to... It's because of the depth. So the only way to make that water darker is to make it deeper. Hello!
Yo, yo.
Hey, Royce.
Hey.
Did you check out the stream of what Oscar did with the Prosperine?
No, I've been a bit busy. Is it, you got the link to it though? Is it recorded?
Yeah, it's on there right now. I'm streaming right now on both YouTube and Twitch. So take a choice.
I'll put it in my phone. Oh shit.
We're actually going to... That'll help. Just a little bit. Actually, you know what? I may do the same thing I did over here. So instead of it being the gravel that I used up in the northeast, I'll do it with the cliff texture.
Or like for the market area and stuff.
Well, for the harbor, so mixing it in with the mixing the sand with the cliff. So like I did with the northeast, where I had it was just sand and them pebbles. This one would be sand and the cliff texture.
I find it amusing that you had a brain fart at the same time the sound for R2D2 came up.
Well, you know, we're the same person, so...
I knew it.
Busted.
Finally got around to watching Rogue One.
What'd you think of it?
Kudos for them not pulling punches in that movie. I was really expecting it to be a lot more Care Bear than it was. Other than there, it was good. I think
I loved it.
That's
I thought
something I would probably
I
put in my DVD collection, but it was good, and I'm glad I watched it.
I love how I know it was in the books, but I didn't expect the ending where they would all die. I didn't like how Princess Leia
Spoilers.
was.
Yeah, thanks. Spoilers for everyone.
Well, even you've watched it. You said
Uh,
you have.
Mega for the wipe. I'm still shooting for this weekend. I have that one's done, so I have this one, this one. I've got four squares left. I'm gonna shoot for this weekend. Am I probably gonna pull a wild card? Yeah, I'm probably gonna pull a wild card and kick it back a couple days. Just to be safe, I would rather pull the date back farther. I mean, it's Mother's Day weekend anyways, so I may pull the date back farther, and then release it on like Monday or Tuesday. But you guys will have a couple days notice.
Oh, weren't you going to put a loading dock somewhere in Prosperine or Bronzos?
Yeah, that will be. I'll have to prefab that.
Over there where the little village thing is, I think would be a really good spot for it.
On the outside here, over there.
Hmm. Right off from the market, maybe right below the hatchery.
Trying to get close without. Granted, you're gonna have sand up there anyways. It doesn't make sense that there wouldn't be sand up there. It's a sandy environment. I'm gonna have to make my bridges a little bit bigger. That's fine. I can blow them up quite nicely. I'm also going to change the texture on them so that they'll match up with the walls. So it won't be that ruins mossy look. It'll be nice stone.
Yeah, can't wait to see it all put together.
I'll be streaming this until I get bored with it.
Guess I'd sit here and play around with new hell pig breeding on my private server.
Yeah, I was watching a video on them. They said, two types of pigs. You have your healers and then your aggressive ones, and you can take out the majority of stuff.
Yeah, they could be a self-contained just killing machine.
Kind
I
of.
think those and a pack of aloes would be just insane.
No, you get. Well, you wouldn't even need a pack of aloes. You had those with a couple kintos set to aggressive, so the kintos would pick stuff up, and then them pigs would just eat them, and that's done.
Gotta say, not impressed with the cloning feature though.
I'm glad it's not that great. I am really glad, because I was really afraid that the alpha tribes would just take that, and I mean, you could, take out a clone instead of taking out your prize dino, and
Alpha tribes are still gonna do it.
well,
It's really, really pricey. But if you got a cave, pretty much a server unlocked for all the caves, you have no troubles whatsoever. I mean, there's alpha tribes out there that just have people working on clearing caves, killing bosses, clearing caves, clearing bosses. So they just have a steady supply of element coming into them. And come on, summer's coming up and kids are getting out of school. You're gonna have a slew of 14-year-olds, nothing to do.
Except whine and complain where they get wrecked every day.
If you harvest that energy, it'll work. You pretty much just baby them, and then you just put them to work in the slave mines. Now, those two areas are supposed to be connected, by the way.
These two?
Yeah, that's the bridge. It's supposed to head out to the middle island, and then you should be able to navigate from the middle island to the other.
Okay, that
bridges.
was my thing. I was like, I don't know if that's supposed to be or not.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to take this in and then be able to get to either area.
Well, that's good
So the
because
middle
that
island was like a community area plus a little hub to head up to the other directions.
that's good then because that actually gives me an elevation for that area to at least knock the main island, the main stuff down.
Still had a bit of a mountain in the middle of it, but that's purely up to you. I didn't quite know what I was going to. I knew I wanted a kind of community area, but I wasn't sure if it was going to go just kind of a mountainous, rocky looking thing, or actually leveling it out a little bit and placing that little medieval thing you had there.
The encampment of encampments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you people are going to deal with those. I spent, what, like an hour and a half yesterday in the chat with you and Blair working on that. That's what I was doing that whole time I was talking to you, and I was just like, damn it, damn it, damn it, because you can get them so close, but if I, like, smooth that out, it pulls away from the top.
Oh, the little areas.
Yeah, the little spines along the side, I'm like, meh, they'll deal. It's not a
It
huge...
just looks like the water is like eroded a little something that was there.
I'll put a cliff texture on there. You'll deal.
Do that or just throw some rocks down there.
I could put some rocks in there. God.
So it looks like they're
Just paint
built
some,
on a
yeah.
rock foundation. So one thing nice about building in an area that has sentient dinosaurs supposed to be, or a genre of sentient dinosaurs, because when you think something's going to be too big to move, you realize you have things that are like several tons that are willing to work with you. So it's like, I don't know if this rock would be moved from this area, but then you're just like, yeah, they could pick that shit up and just move it.
It's a big area, though. Oh my god.
The bigger go home. I don't want to hear no bitching that, you know, I didn't want to build and I didn't want to do anything in Prosperine because there wasn't no area to build.
Yeah, last time it was ridiculous. That distance actually may be enough that if they are not alliance, they should be able to still build. Should.
Well, if you're going to build in town, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to alliance with people. You could set your tribe up so they can't access your shit. Sorry, your stuff.
Nah. I'm over it.
I tried.
The attempt was made. think I got them all painted.
Yeah, the easiest way to do it is just to set everything to
Aggressive. And,
admins only.
nope, aggressive.
Nah.
Everything goes to aggressive. Everything fights everything.
That'd be awesome.
Battle Royale.
Yeah, but you could just set everything to admin access, and then just make sure your tribe members are all admins. Be the easiest way to do it. You could go in and actually adjust it so only
Oh my god. There.
certain people have access to stuff.
Put that one on the counter. So I have to watch like what I smooth because some of this stuff is custom items. So if I smooth it, it'll go, nope, crash.
I just seen that.
That'd be horrible. I'm going to step away for like 30 seconds so that I can get me something to eat. And then I
I'm
will
gonna
be
do the same.
I will be back. I'm not taking the stream down. I'm just going to put the whole screen up and I'm going to mute myself and I will be right back. All right, we're back. So we got that taken care of. We're good to go now. Stream for another like 6 hours. Let's do it. For those of you who are wondering, and for those of you who care, no, I did not taste my food. I just swallowed it. Tasting food's overrated. So feel free if you guys have any thoughts, suggestions, ideas, or anything for that matter when it comes to Prosperine, by all means, please post a message in the chat channel so that I can read it and we can negotiate. Or at least, well, I guess negotiations, port word. We can at least talk about it.
All looks terrible. Start over.
Sounds about right. All right. Righto, starting over. Scrapping the map. Day 1. Let's do this all over again. Welcome to Dinotopia. We're going to try to make it this time. Swear. So I was thinking about putting the up path for the spline up here. Doing kind of a left to right up, and then doubling back, and then up again. But leaving this peninsula area here open too, that someone can build on. Want to be part of Prosperine, but not? I couldn't tell if these, if this stuff went all the way over to the rocks or not. From your picture.
That was all flat right through there.
So it was all the way. It was all the way flat, as in
the ground level from where the shops are.
Oh, okay.
All the way to the rocks, but it was open to the point. I thought that would be a really good spot for your loading dock.
Gotcha. I have no idea why I am grinding my teeth today.
I think I ground mine really bad last night. My fucking jaw hurts this morning.
Or maybe you were just trying to snuggle up and you get punched in the jaw. Just a
Always
theory.
Possibility.
Just a theory. Right? What was that building actually called? What was the great house on top of Farohiram? For Rohan? What was that building called? I know it had a particular name. Edoras? Or is that the town? I think that was the town.
You know, if the torch actually puts out light, that mod might be almost worth it.
Maybe. It may. Indeed, it
It'd
may.
probably be just easier to just do our own mod that respins a shield for a torch.
Something of the like, yeah. Oh, hey. Always forget that stupid tool. I don't know why anyone would want to come over here, but if you would want to. Hiding so much of that nice rock.
We tried the Team Helper mod.
The what?
My game's loading up, so I'm gonna be robot for a second.
Floating rocks. That indeed may be a problem.
They're anti-grav stones.
Are they? Oh, that makes sense. Perfect sense.
100% unobtainium.
Still too low. a good beach. Good beach, good beach. Let's do this. What do you think, Oscar?
Let me take a look here in a sec. I like the, are you talking about the little rocky area texture you're using?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. How do you set when you spawn dinos their random levels?
They're already set up that. What do you mean, like random levels? Like dynamic leveling?
No, I'm trying to use the whatever the hell it's called, the admin mod.
Oh, the ACM?
Yeah. Do you know how to set that? Because it's just resing the dinos at
There should
the
be a
that's
level, right? There should be a level thing on the slider, unless it's a dino that has a level set. Like Jerboas have a level set. Like they only spawn at 1. Now I'm going to go back into the spawner and add dynamic stuff to them so that they will spawn at, like, you could have like a level 20 or 30 Jerboa so that when you breed them they don't die. But that's just me. Okay. That'll work for that area. Okay, we're gonna paint the savanna back to its grass color, and then we will actually start working in the town, putting all them static meshes in. And working with that middle area, taming the beast as it was. I may use that spline tool and kind of maybe do, because I almost like its height, the way it's set in the center. It's got that flat top on it, so I may take that spline tool and kind of do a road. So I'll do a flat area around the edge, and then kind of spiral it up, with it eventually topping out on the top, maybe. I don't know. Let's get this painted first, and then we'll look into that. Even in these new grid boxes, I get sidetracked. You really can't help yourself. But you did an awesome job, Oscar. Looks great. So, about Waterfall City. Actually, no, Canyon City. Canyon City. That's actually the next one we have to tackle. Which I don't think that one's going to be too difficult, honestly. I think we'll do a couple spires and some stuff like that and be done with it.
Yeah, just cut me out the spot and I'd be more than willing to do it.
Yeah, I may have you, when you're ready to dive back into that kind of stuff, I may have you. I can do caves that week, so the only thing I'm doing is just cutting holes in the landscape. That takes, so that way we don't have to do this whole thing or I have to redo it again. The lag. It's cool. Prosperine, the place where Disney and Lord of the Rings meet.
Frightening thought.
Right, yeah, exactly. Skarg with wargs instead of hyenas. I like it. Um, there we go. Okay, I think we got that pretty much what we need. On to the fun stuff. Oh, I gotta delete these, yeah. Nice. Go through and actually delete everything I need to. Oh, I actually have it on. Actually, I don't want that one. I want this one over here. Before we do that, oops, let's do this. Manage. I love splines. They're so easy. Woot! Hello, Celeste. Thanks for joining the stream. That moment when you lose your bridge stuff. I know I copied it. There it is. Put it in the spawn folder.
Yeah, well, there's an Alpha Rex rolling around in the redwoods.
Oh, nice. They do exist. Cheshire, of course, of course, of course, of course. I just have it. I had it deleted. Um, if I can grab the right thing here. Here we go. Takes me a couple minutes here to get a bridge template up. Okay, so now I have the 3 bridge templates I need. Excuse me. So in theory, I should be able to do this all in one go. Theory.
Yeah, you should just be able to cut and copy all those.
Yep.
Because that's just what I did beforehand. Those should all be the same distance, or at least close to it.
You know what I haven't done in a long time? Saved.
Actually, play your own map.
Yeah, that too. That too. One of these days I will.
Alright, I checked down, peppered some beehives all through the redwoods and some other places.
On the map?
Threw down, yep. Well, I didn't actually go to the redwoods and go around bees, but yeah.
That would be interesting.
But yeah, they're peppered through the redwood biome and up on the cliffs and whatnot. And
Nice.
I also checked some of the canthro whatevers, along with
Oh, the Kentros?
Yeah, where some of the stegos spawn, like through the grasslands. Well, actually, just in the grasslands. I didn't really go into the other area. And I know the war pigs are spawning in the desert area, so
Nice.
still made no sense, but whatever.
Well, that was like when the other stuff was, oh shoot, what were they? The something else was spawning in. Oh, the horses when they spawn in the desert. I was kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rotate it back. It was actually better that way. That needs a little adjusting. I think this one needs a little adjusting, but that's it. Not bad. Doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. Love how I put that one right into a rock. Oh well, I can delete what I don't need. Wow, those aren't even at all.
Enough space to get dinos through there. Underneath, I mean.
That? Oh yeah. Yeah, if all else, they'll swim underneath. There's plenty of clearance there. I can pull something in, though, to look at it.
Yeah, it looks good. So bridges definitely bring everything kind of together. Okay, bridge the cat. Okay.
Ha! See what you did there. Yeah. Be a little tight for a Mosa, but it's all good. I can actually see if I can do it. Save first. Save first in case we have a crash. Let's see with horse scale. You're Prince, you're all about the horses. Okay, we're at like a code red emergency. We're out of monster.
And the stream screechingly to the stop.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, stop everything. Quick, everyone go on to Amazon and buy Monster. Ship it to me. Cases of 32, please. Boy, this gets you a feel for scale. Pretty good player base areas. I wonder if we can get a behemoth gate in here. Oh, that's
Should be able to. That's where I.
That's what you use to scale, right? Oh, kind of hard to put down the gate. Without this. Looks pretty good to me. Gotta put some. I'm gonna have to attach stairs to the end of these. Oh, that's utterly terrifying.
Yeah.
This is the alpha one too, so this is the big one. Should have used a regular one.
Should tame it and swim around that area.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to get close enough that I can. He keeps swimming away. Oh, he did. Nice. I'm getting like no lag here, which is awesome. Navigate pretty easily. The whole snaking back and forth is a little bit of a kind of a little crazy, but make sure you have these set to block, and you do. Good. Very cool, Oscar. Very well done.
Thank you, thank you. Somebody with a tall boat might have some issues. Other than that, it should be fine.
Well, okay, for the rafts, the only thing that actually has a collision on it is the raft itself.
Yeah, if they have something like
Now, if they have dinos and stuff on the if they have dinos and stuff, it'll actually push them out of the boat. But for the fact of what it is, yeah, there shouldn't be much of an issue. Let's remove that
They
alpha.
can always park the larger boats out on the docks.
So we were using an alpha Mosa. Let's just pull in a regular Mosa for scale comparison. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, plenty of room. That's an alpha. That's a regular. Big difference.
Oh Jesus! I didn't think there'd be that much difference in size.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the home template here.
It's nice to see it from ground level. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Gotta do this, what, 2 more times? No sweat.
So, what's your ideas on Canyon City? Same kind of makeup as this? Little market area and then building areas, or just a little market area?
I think we're gonna pull these building habitats that we have here. So the 8 building areas that you did, these ones here, we're gonna pull those, and I think we're gonna switch the textures out for the scorched earth stuff. So the scorched earth wall with the scorched earth pillars and stuff like that. And then I'm thinking tiering it almost like, poor example, but Minas Tirith. So like 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then towers and like these and stuff. Lots of areas where we can kind of keep a lot of birds. Blowing up something like this and kind of setting it up for maybe having platforms off these to land flyers, and then with something of this size I may be able to work an actual staircase around it. It would just be getting that staircase worked around it so that you could get from the top down, would be my thoughts. But I wouldn't say even this big. I would say a little bit smaller. Kind of about that size here. Because that area is... Stand by. Take a little brief detour here. It's supposed to be... hold on, I gotta redirect myself here. Yeah. It's supposed to be here. So I was figuring we could do it here, kind of maybe arch some stuff over, because here will be the bridge, the crossing bridge, because Taros is over here. So you have Taros over here, Canyon City right here. So figure we could do all the flyer stuff at Taros, and then the bases areas, kind of peninsula it up here, along the rock wall or on the cliff face, and then go from there.
Might be able to work it with flatter rocks and whatnot, and have them make them look like they're hanging off of the canyon walls.
Yeah, we could do the flat rock, blow them up to like... We just have to get them scaled right for the bases, because I want to kind of keep that same scale. But yeah, no, I completely agree. It should not be hard at all to do. New folder 4. Where are you? There it is.
Oh, with this now you can just go in and pull these and...
That is indeed a plan. The plan. A plan of the plan. The plan of the A plan. It's something that we'll do.
Yeah, just prefab out a town and then customize it for where that town's supposed to be.
Right. Yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with grindstone. I think I'm just gonna kind of leave it the way it is, mostly like an outpost thing. I've got the platforms, or I got it leveled with the platforms, so it shouldn't be really much work for anyone to do to have a nice area in there. It's a bit off, so that one's okay. That one's a bit off. So for those of you guys who are artistes, if you guys have ideas for concept for Canyon City or something, either PM me or one of my Senate people, anything working off sketches and stuff like that, we can try it. Can't guarantee it'll happen, but it may be something that we can work with. Because, Oscar, you sketched this area out, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's not all that difficult. I just had an idea and sketched it out and then loosely went off of it.
And now we have this awesome monstrosity of awesomeness and monstrosityness.
I wonder if we could cut out the areas and then put the base bills look like they've been put into a dugout area.
I mean, you have to do an overhang. I use these, what you use for the mountains. I've used those as kind of overhangs. The only thing we have to be careful with is I don't know what will... Oops, forgot stuff. What will or will not nuke dinos. So that would be my only concern with having an overhang. Would be if we nuked someone's stuff. But, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Either that or we can just cut a hole in the side of the canyon wall and kind of do like a cave.
Yeah, but I have to put a
Just
post...
like an indentation.
well, I have to do, for the caves and stuff, I have to do a whole like post-process and everything else for them, too. Yeah, it's not just... Because the way it works, when we cut a hole in there, if I don't do anything to it, then what happens is when you... After you're underneath there for so long, it kicks you back up to the main level. It's kind of its catch-all.
Guess that's why people are starting to get teleported out of dungeons.
Yes, that would be why. That one's not off.
Yeah, we'll have to play with it.
Yeah. No, by all means, yeah, we'll definitely figure it out. Okay, that one's done. This one, and then the middle area. So for
I see you're
here,
about the same speed I am when I'm freaking working in here.
yeah, it's just depends on how quickly I can grab the pieces that I need. And I get sidetracked a little bit sometimes. Like, I need to get rid of, like, the majority of these rocks here are no longer here. Did it actually copy? Nope, didn't think so. So, two great things. One, didn't have any lag, which is awesome. Because that's a shit ton of static meshes in this area. But it doesn't look like they're very heavy, so that's nice.
Yeah, they got large impact. I mean, visually impact
Yeah.
with a low amount of lag.
Goal is to get one of these at least close. The rest of it I can deal with. Yeah, Cheshire Cat. Don't. I didn't do this. Oscar did all of it, so he's the one that got that area perfect.
It's not perfect, but it's looks like it was built and dug out. And all good, pretty good.
All we need is to make it look good. This one's already went off the base. Oh well. Oh, hey, let's grab that one too. That'll require some stairs, which is fine. I'm all cool with doing stairs.
You can always just bring the earth up.
Well, I'm talking about like over here. Some of these areas, there's like a little bit of a lip, and it's just easier to pull a static mesh, drop it, and be done with it. Then I don't have to worry about anything climbing up on it. And it kind of covers this. I am curious though. Nice. Very nice. That's awesome. Plenty of room for a Bronto.
Yeah, originally, I was just going to make it just room enough for like a small rider, but then I ended up going through and widening out everything so you could actually ride erect through this entire thing.
Navigation is going to be a bit of a problem with Rex. There's a lot of tight turns. Rex, oh, I can't do that.
The space is there.
Yeah, yeah. You have to back it up, turn it, back it up, turn it.
But you can always park your Rex out over in the little fishing village or something and come in on foot.
True enough. Okay, so let's do some landscape in here.
You can throw one of those on each side and you'd be set for covering those one ends.
Yep. Oh, I think it's too high. Yeah, way too high. I love splines. Why have I never used these before? Oh, that's a 10 tool. Oh, I forgot about changing. Let's pull up the material here. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Oh, nope. Let's see. I don't know what you think. You like that one or the older one? Once it catches up, there you go.
Kind of like that one.
Okay.
Has a smoother look to it.
Hello. Who be ye that enters?
Yo.
Oh, what's up, Rio?
Nope.
That's how you finished your project.
Well, it kind of was finished.
You thought you were finished? Is that what you tried to tell me?
Well, it was transferred over, and all the landscaping and everything didn't transfer, so he's having to go back in and do all the landscaping, or the sculpting of the land, and then throwing in the bridges. He's working on it in a stream right now.
I wonder if we do these areas here in cobblestone, how that would look. Let's give it a
Instead
go.
of the grass.
Just in this area here, yeah.
But the bridges he put in look amazing with it.
Were they the ones he was talking about before? That he was gonna put in?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
May have to do some stairs. What do you think? I mean, I could take that texture and blow it up if I need to make the rocks look bigger.
The
The
cobblestone?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that if it was bigger, it would probably look better.
Okay. Pull up the texture file here. That would be in the Is that big enough or bigger? You gotta realize you're gonna be down here at this level, so.
Bigger's always better.
I mean, I may
Yeah, that
actually,
looks good.
I may be able to switch it out with this one. I probably could. Yeah, I could do it. Paint that instead of... I will wait to do that off stream because I have it. I have to redo all of the shaders. That's like 20 minutes worth of waiting. So I'll leave just that one the way it is, and we'll... Oh, that's not what I think I... Yep, I grab those stupid pillars.
Perfect.
So you individuals that are watching the stream, what do you guys think of so far?
That's horrible.
Well, you don't count, Rio. Brian, you're from that, you know, Puerto Rico. You don't count.
I see how it is.
You knew it was coming. Like, it's me. I mean, let's be real. You knew I was going to say that. Clear.
So Rio, we chip to.
What?
What we took it up for,
What about 5-2? Ha!
it's true. But then I'm gonna play Guild Wars.
may actually.
Alright, well that's...
Trying to at least get that, at least that 2-pillar look. Let's kind of mess with some splines here.
Oh no, I forgot. Oh well. Too late.
I was asking a while ago, have we tried Tame Helper?
We have not. No. I looked at it when you posted it. Um,
Yeah, let me test it.
oh, hey, let's just delete the landscape. Waterworld, let's go.
Not gonna lie, thinking about doing a map like that.
The only thing would be the starting resources.
You could put deals of driftwood floating on top of the surface.
Getting it to stay there, though, like getting it to float, you'd have to bring it up to the water level, but then it wouldn't really. It doesn't have a floating mechanism. Unfortunately, it's one of the things that Arc lacks is floating things and waterfall or waves and stuff like that.
But just a floating island.
How are you gonna get to it?
No, have it at water level.
Oh. Maybe.
Sure you can. I have faith in you.
I only have a minute.
What are you doing?
Forgot I didn't do the dailies.
For shame.
I was gonna do it, but then I got caught up with trying to get my references.
Did you hear anything back?
Yep, they called me back because they were having issues contacting my father, and then while I was talking to the lady, I told her that no, I mentioned that it wasn't really a formal job, and then she was like, "Have you done anything else?" And I was like, "Yes, but it's all been informal." So she said, "In that case, then what we're gonna have you do is submit 2 professional references, and that's what we're gonna use." So
I'll be a professional reference.
you don't even know me. I already got 2 of my references.
Wow,
One of
thanks.
my former boss and a client of mine. So
Actually, you could have used me for a firmware reference because you actually built a computer for me.
yeah, I was thinking about that, but I wasn't sure how comfortable you would have felt.
Oh, Oscar would have lied.
Because they're basically going to interview you about me. That's basically what they're gonna do. It's
I've
not
been a
on-
reference before.
Well, I wasn't sure how you would feel, so
Is it because he's from California? Is that what it
It's
is?
because I'm gay, isn't it? Oh my god.
yeah, it is. I thought
Knew
you were
it.
gonna bust out the whole fucking gay thing and start talking about confidence and all that.
Thanks for saying that on my stream. Just once again, another reason why I hate you, Rio. Hate you a little more every day.
Don't feel bad. It's usually me.
It is usually him. That's true. He's the worst.
But neither one of us are building lighthouses.
Back on the lighthouse thing, huh? Okay. All right. I see how it is. I got you. Okay, reference. No one's allowed to build up here. This is Art's house. Guarantee you, day 1, someone will build up there. No! Nuking it. This belongs to Art. Probably should save my progress. That's why I should have saved my progress. Okay, well that was my crash. So I will continue to work. I'm going to take down the stream because I've already had penis mentioned. So just gonna call that a day at that point on that one. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Look for more stream stuff to follow tomorrow. Up until we get this patch out. So I will see you guys